Hey everybody, I have another build that I'm going to do. And what this build is, my girl, she loves to hang her clothes up to dry. And what, people normally do, they hang them up in the bathroom or they hang them up, by the furnace or whatever. But I'm going to make her a hanging rack that's actually easy to store. I'll show you how I build it. Okay, here's all the pieces you're going to need to make the clothes drying rack. This right here is a conduit pipe. It's 3/4 in diameter. You're going to need two 2x2s. They come 10 feet long. I had Home Depot cut them down to my height, which is 6 feet. And then I was left over with 2 pieces of wood, and which was this. And I just cut it down in half to make these 2 pieces. And then those pieces over there was left over. And I cut those on a 45-degree angle on each end to make a support bracket. These I have was already scrap wood. This was 3/4 inch plywood. And I sandwiched them together and glued them. And I made this a thicker piece. So if you don't have this, any scrap wood, you just get a 2x4. And Home Depot, they could cut it in half for you too. You're going to need 4 casters, 2 magnets, 2 hinges, and that was a 3/4 inch conduit pipe. I guess a holder, a wall rack. I don't know what you call them, but that's for the conduit, well, conduit pipe holder. And with these 2 pieces, which I'm going to show you in the build, if you, I cut a notch in those, but here's an alternative method, which I'm going to explain this later. You can have 4 pieces of scrap wood, and I'll show you what those are for. All right, let's get started. Hey everybody. All right, so I'm going to show you guys on how we're going to put this all together. So the piece right here that we have with the little notch, you're going to put it onto the long piece right here. Now these 45-degree angle pieces are going to go like this. And then we're going to put the 2 casters on the end, like right here and right here. Now we're going to make 2 of these. Now, once again, when you start drilling in this 2x2s, make sure you pre-drill your holes and then put your screws in. Now, these little scrap pieces that I was telling you about, one is going to go on this side and one is going to go on the other side. That if you're not able to make this notch. If you're able to make the notch, you can. You don't have to make the notch. I just did it for extra security. But this is how you're going to do it. And I'm going to, since I'm a one-man team, I only got one arm, I'm going to put it all together. And I'm going to explain how to put the screws in. Because there's a certain way you should have to put the screws in. And I'll explain it in a minute. All right, let me start putting it together. Alright, when you screw these in, guys, make sure you do them on the diagonal, on the angle. Don't screw them side by side. That way the wood won't twist on you. Alright, you see how the screws are on the, you see how the screws are on the angle? Alright, so now I'm going to take my clamp off and I'm going to secure it more. start with the top. Alright. Now, oops. Let me do more torque. Because this one got more torque on it. I'm gonna get them screws further down in there. So now we have that. All right. So now we're going to connect these two right here, like so. Or you could do this one first. Well, we'll do this one first. And I'd explain that one a little bit more in detail. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue on here. All right. Now, we have to remember where we put our screws at. Now, with our screws, we want to put a little bit more glue up here. There we go. Now we're going to put our first screw at the top. And we're going to put the other one, these two right here at the bottom. Okay, now I'm on the other side. We just got to remember where we put the nails at. So that way we won't, so the nail is going on the top. So we want to put the next nail right here. Because we put them in the same spot, of course the nail's going to hit each other. I don't know why I said nails, I meant screws. Of course, and the bottoms we put somewhere around right here, so I'm gonna put one at the very bottom, like right here, closer to the edge. Oops, that's too far. Right there. Another one right here. And there we go. Wipe the excess glue off. Now we just got to add these, the support brackets. Make sure. So now we have one completed piece. When it stands up, it's going to be like this. No problem. Okay, I have the two pieces of wood right here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get I'm using the best looking side on the top. So this is going to be the bottom. So make sure you have the raised part right here. Make sure that that is facing up towards you. And we're going to put the hinge directly in the middle like so. I'm going to drill this in and I'll get back to you. Alright, so it's going to lift up like so, and there we go. So make sure that they're both, when they close, it's actually okay. So we don't need to adjust it. Alright, we good. Alright guys, I have it folded in half now, and this is where the magnet's going to come into play. So this is exactly how it's going to be. It's going to be straight, and then when we lift it up, the two magnets is going to be at the bottom, and it's going to connect, and it's going to keep them held together like so, like that. So let me take my Forstner bit, and on the bottom part, that's this thing right here, Forstner bit, and I'm going to just drill it somewhere around there, and I'm going to put the magnet one on this side, and on the other board I'm going to face it down this way like so. I'll show you guys in a minute. Alright, so now that I drilled that, it's going to be sitting in there like so, and I want it a little bit off like that. I want it out. I don't want it flush, just want it barely like that. So I'm going to do the other side the same way. Alright, so I put this one flush down right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Gorilla Glue around the rim. So because this nail, you see how it's not making it flush. So when the magnet connect, it's not going to be a strong connection. It's a strong connection now, but I just want to make it stronger. And I'm going to take the screw out once the Gorilla Glue dries. So this is basically how it's going to go. So when this is going to be flat. So when we lift it up, it's going to go like this, and it's going to connect like so. Now that this is facing down, like, well, actually, you see the hinge, and you see the magnet. I'm going to turn it over, and I screwed in the other hinge on this beam. I actually had to take this off. It wasn't working right, the other brace. So I'm just going to see how it works now. And then I'm going to sand it flush. But basically, what I did was I moved it up about 3/4 of the way and put the hinge on there so I could connect it to this part right here. And I connect it and do the other end, and let's see how it works. Alright, so therefore I had that in there like so, and this is how it looks. So let's see how it all stands up. Alright, here's the finished product. Right here I drilled a 7/8 hole. I'm going to sand it out, of course. And this is the finished product. And remember this, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to drill it on the back of here. So therefore I can use this to hold this pipe when I fold it up. Hey, what I was thinking, I took a scrap piece of wood, drilled a 7/8 hole down in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it right here, directly on here, and I'm going to clamp it on there. Well, it's got some glue on here, so that's why it's stuck like that. Let me just clamp it on. Alright, so what this do is going to serve as a holder. So I put it in here, and then this clicks on like so. So therefore it stays nice when I fold it up. I'm going to show you guys how I fold it up in a second. Alright everybody, I'm going to show you how to fold it up. All right, so basically your arms is going to touch the two poles right here, but you want to be somewhat shoulder length rather. You can take your foot and lift it up, and at the same time pull it in together, and the magnet is going to click. And to do the open it up, it's just the opposite, and it's going to hold in place just like so. So I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Make you guys one.